All right, so we've discussed competence for motivation as it relates from a coach, that'd be you, to your staff. And also, coach, again being you, to your athlete. Now I want to talk about how do we kind of create some sort of system or structure for your staff to your athletes. How do we drive competence and increase motivation with using your staff and then providing that for your athletes, okay? So my suggestion here is to provide progressions or levels, okay? In the martial arts world, it's the belt, right? There's all kinds of different colors that they test into. Every time they test into a new belt, they're showing off new skills they've learned, they're demonstrating that they're capable of doing those skills, and ultimately get the belt, which is one, just cool as heck, and two, a huge motivator to keep going and keep getting better and learn the next new thing, right? So we use colored bands. We have all kinds of various colored bands. I've got a couple on my wrist as well that we use, and we use these for the same reason, to allow for and show that, hey, an athlete's done these 5 skills at this particular level, now you've leveled up, you've gained a new band. So it's a system, it's a structure that our staff can function within, that there's parameters already built for, and then the athletes, by developing competence, are shown improving that by giving that new wristband, like, oh, you earned the next level up, awesome, great job, now they're excited, they're motivated, okay? Here's the thing though, not all athletes function well with this kind of motivation. Like, this isn't necessarily going to motivate them. So we as coaches need to understand that and learn that if they don't, if that's not getting them excited, then what does? Because there's got to be something, there's always something that drives an athlete to want to get better, want to improve their level of skills, their competence in what they're doing, and that's going to drive motivation. So it's our job to figure out what their way is to level up. And that's kind of like the outliers, right? Most kids are going to adhere to this pretty tightly. If you do this, they're going to get excited about it. But it's those outliers. You got to make sure you address and recognize and find ways to teach them how to level up. Okay? So the action step here is for your staff. What already exists? Like, what system do you guys already have that you could create some sort of infrastructure that has levels or challenges or ways to demonstrate that, like, they've achieved X and now they've leveled up one more, and then they achieve Y and they leveled up again one more. What do you already have that you could kind of more prominently display and find some way to adhere, or attach wristbands or something, colorful, unique to it as like, hey, you've earned this, here you go. Because the goal here is to really improve skill development and adherence, right? Actually showing up and continuing to train through all the difficult times of practice schedules and game schedules, etc. And we want to do so with stuff like this to drive motivation through competence recognition of the athlete.